very disturbing feeling of dizziness, vertigo, and sometimes figuring out a cause can be as hard as finding a treatment. Fox 2's Jennifer Hammond has been looking for relief for years, and she may have found it in a very unusual chair.
I'm dizzy just getting in it.
Watch what happens as Jennifer is strapped inside this high-tech rotating chair.
I'm gonna go ahead and lay you down on your right side. So like you're sitting down in bed and then you tip over and lay down.
Yeah.
Right there, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna keep you here about 30 seconds. There's the dizziness.
Yeah, I have it happening.
All right, calm down.
That was a much shorter episode.
The goal is to trigger vertigo. As Dr. John Zappia explains, that's a miscommunication between your brain and inner ear.
Completely faulty information is sent to the brain. And even though there is no actual motion occurring, the brain perceives that it is. Very deceptive and very disturbing when it occurs.
Jennifer first noticed in 2015.
So this one morning that I woke up in Arizona, I got out of bed and I literally walked right into the wall. And I was horribly ill all day long. And that was the first time I understood that something was wrong with me, and it took me a little while to get it diagnosed.
We first met in 2016, and she was having episodes of vertigo, and the symptoms she experienced are vertigo brought on by position changes or movement. And so once people describe that, it does guide us towards this particular diagnosis of benign positional vertigo.
Does balance have anything to do with sound?
No.
Okay.
No, this half of the inner ear is balance, and that's all. All the rest of the ear has to do with hearing.
There are several canals in the inner ear that send messages of movement to your brain. Now, when rogue particles get inside those canals, they send the wrong signal.
Okay. Normally, the inner ear is filled with fluid.
Okay.
The fluid in the inner ear moves a little bit each time you move, and there are little cells that sense that fluid movement. That's how the whole system works. If there's something extra in there, like these particles, they will bump into the sensing cells and send distorted or abnormal information, and that's where this vertigo or dizziness comes from.
So now I'm gonna go ahead and lay you down on your right again.
Okay.
With your head lower this time though.
Okay.
All right, here we go. A little bit more.
Oh boy.
When traditional head and body movements don't help to shake loose the particles, this chair might. Certain positions will trigger those eye movements, and that helps to pinpoint the problem and target those crystals.
In the chair, we can separate the motion that we're putting them in with the canal that we're stimulating. And so by doing that, we can identify the particular canal. Once we've identified which canal is active, we can then complete a repositioning based on which canal is active.
Jennifer is hopeful she will continue to get better.
I get dizzy every morning when I sit up in bed. It's a sad way to wake up. I just want one day that I can wake up and I don't feel dizzy.
It's called the Omniax, and Jen has gone through 2 Omniax treatments and is finding relief. That's good news. Dr. Zappia says if this procedure does not work for a patient, the next option is usually surgery. That's HealthWorks. I'm Dina Santafanti.